it is Mikhail here. We are once again back with more with Elegies or Ashes here in Arknights. So, okay, we got another path here. Cool. Still only one lane, so easy to defend. Got a lot of stuff in the middle here, so that's nice. Yeah, pretty simple map. Let's do this, I guess. That's an effort lane if I've ever seen one. But I don't think, no. I mean, I guess we could use Sarkaz actually. Let's bring back Ifrit, bro. It's been a while. Let's do this, comrades. Yeah. It's been a while since I used Ifrit actually. So I guess we're doing that today. Let's see here. I think I only need one. No, I need two. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on that. I still can't do Theresus because holy fuck. We have to go into fucking episode 14, dude. I can't do that. Not yet. Anyway, let's go. Okay, let's see how this escalates because still, okay, still a lot of bullshit. Hundreds, thousands of years ago, the Terran's ancestors did the same as their descendants do now, lighting bonfire after bonfire in the barrens between autumn and winter. They would sleep beside the red dragon, their red-hot dreams buffeted by sand and wind until raw. But even so, it was enough to keep everyone warm. They would wake up to a still burning bonfire because the red dragon does not sleep. With a moment's rest, the red dragon could find respite from fatigue and pain by breathing in the dreams of homeland, liquor, and freedom rising slowly from the flames and into the sky. Today Samhain approaches. The people fuel the flames with wood torn from nearby ruins, and have entirely forgotten the ancient leisure time that seemed to last forever. Damn, okay. Put your hand in the fire, bro. Why is that the first thing you said? That's fucked up. Why? No! Look at the color of the flames on my hip. I'm a Terran, I tell you. One blessed by the red dragon. You figure spy couldn't fix the color of a lamp. Get on with it. May the red dragon be merciful. Oh, it doesn't even hurt too bad. Really? Look, you can barely make out the burn marks on my hand. So you're not a Victorian spy. But do you know of anyone else who hasn't undergone the trial yet? Bro, what the f... We're still on with that, okay. Yes you, have you burned your hand over there yet? Say something, will you? Enough fiddling with that broken knot of yours. Come with me. I'll take you there, just put down the knot. You hit me? My knot, you dared. Fine, keep your bloody knot, just come with me to see if you're not a Victorian spy. The quiet resident stands up without a word and heads towards the bonfire with shaky steps. His grasp already descended into complete chaos. To have it stems from suspicion and hatred, not to mention frustration at having revealed no spies yet. The other half comes from looks of despair and death. And the deathly silence. What is happening? Until a faint sound of something dragged across the crowd rumbles in the distance. Here he comes! The sound grows louder and louder until it drowns out all the clamor and chaos. Everyone hears the sound of something massively slowly being dragged closer to them. That's a big ass statue. In a flash, every other sound fades, leaving only the shaking of steel and gears in its wake. Okay, yup, okay. This dude is strong as hell. Wow. Hidden in the humid mist in the gigantic silhouette of an ice-cold statue. Forced by hero and still considered incomplete by the townsfolk, the statue of the Red Dragon's ancestor is presented to Terra. It arrives in the raging light of the dying sun, yet even so, nearly manages to shroud the sky. The dragon statue came to life? No, that's Colin? Colin are here to help us find the Victorians too. He has to prove he isn't one first. Over here, Colin, listen, the fire won't hurt you as long as you're not Victorian. Are you deaf? Get over here already. Hold on, he dragged this giant statue all on his own? Yeah, wow, what? They finally noticed the iron chains wrapped around his arms. 1, 2, 3 times around, and that's the statue's. And that the statue's weight was resting on those wide yet mortal shoulders. What? How? The hero does not respond to his name and continues forward. The statue grinds down on him till it draws blood. His flesh nearly rent asunder, his bones cry out in sorrow, and yet he presses on. The young hero walks ahead of the statue, unafraid of the disparity between his small stature and the gigantic structure. He takes one step, then another, each heavy and certain, towards an open space in the crowd. He perches the statue in the square's empty center and struggles to turn around before facing everyone before him. His steel skeleton bears an icy elegance, wings frozen in motion, craving for flight, in place as if it were meant to be there since the beginning. Stop, my brothers and sisters. Before we kill any more of our own. For a moment no one dares to respond. Hate and doubt both remain, as well as the pain that keeps everyone from advancing towards him like an army of walking corpses. The man before them is a hero. He protected Nazarisi. He dragged both blessing and curse all the way here, and the statue behind him laces his every word with an awe-inspiring weight. Kill our own who? You are burning hands with fire now, but what if your spy isn't found? He really dragged the statue here. What should we do? Should we interrupt him? Did our food not return to us? Is the war not over? Say there really was a spy. Why must the entire city gather here? Why must we hurt each other just to find one lowly spy? Let him finish. Good. I'll say it again. The war is over. When it had just ended, my thoughts were simple. I'd wait for a smith better than myself to arrive, then learn a thing or two from them so I could repair what I had made myself. But no space came, and I learned no skills. I even took what you lot needed to live and forced it into a statue. That was wrong of me. Nazarisi is short of everything. Even an empty bowl is better put to catching rainwater than being cast into a shiny statue that does nothing but grow. And the food. I was so worried yesterday, so afraid that famine would put us past the point of no return. Maybe it was the Red Dragon's mercy, or maybe one of the egg plates had a good harvest, but the fact is our food is back. And as long as we're alive, we can make it through this. Am I wrong? But Theo is no longer alive. You still feeling pity for that Victorian bastard? I hate this fucking town. I hate this town so much. Yes, I am. When I heard of his death, I began to hate everyone in this city, myself included. You know better than any of us what the Victorians have done. I know that with the last of their strength, they leaned over and begged me to take him away. I hate you all. I even feel like taking revenge on any of you who sat back and watched him die. But race needs a reason, doesn't it? What's our rent for then? Yeah. Yeah. Colin is the only one I respect around here. Nemo's too, of course. And Brigid. We all know we love Reed. So there's no need to mention her. Everyone else in this town go fuck themselves. To rob them just like they robbed us back then. And how do you suppose Nazarisi could manage to take even a single grain from the Victorians, when we've already melted our axes into the statue? We have to let those bastards feel the pain we went through. Yeah, just like how I want to make you lot feel what it's like to die alone in an alley. Our brothers, our sisters died so we could live. Why must we now throw our lives away just to make others suffer? Do you want us to love them then? To love those who stole our crops, killed our kin? No, of course not. No one needs to love their enemy. All I want is for you to love the living, to love yourselves. But I don't even need you to do that. I just have one question for you all. Tomorrow, once Samhain is over, once the shadow of war finally leaves us, what will you do? I wanted to finish this statue and carve my name on it, but now I want to find a better smith to teach me to fix up a prosthetic leg. I don't know what's up with the fancy speech all of a sudden, Colin, but I don't care what happens tomorrow or about the war. I just want the Victorians dead. So if you're speaking for them, I want you dead too. Fine. Colin swings the sledgehammer used to force the statue towards the dragon's head. However, he exhausts himself in both in making and moving it, so a moment's hesitation hammer does not come crashing down. The card even assumes it to be some sort of ritual and for a moment does not react to his plan. Only when they realize Colin intends to destroy the statue do even the most dreary of the living dead collectively howl and dash in his direction, surrounding him. Don't be foolish, Colin! Nemo's cry is drowned out by the crowd yells, but Colin's voice remains clear for all to hear. Oxina thinks of rushing over to him, but the angry crowd blocks her path. She bites her lips and tries to open a path through the sea of people with both her flame and voice, shouting to attract their attention. Unfortunately, they act as if they have already lost their senses. Maybe they truly have, who can say? I'm going to destroy the statue in order to return the lives it took from you. Destroy it, how dare you! I remember when each and every bone was forced from. I'll turn its spine back into axes and blades, its ribs back into balls, its skulls into tables and chairs, and give them all back to you. Traitor, how could a hero like you betray us like this? If being unwilling to take someone else's livelihood makes me a traitor, then I was never a hero but a traitor all along. Excuses! Excuses! I'll tell you who Colin really is. He is no hero. He is a liar who hungered for fame. He claimed to have killed a squad of Victorian scouts in the dark woods. But it was not in the woods that he met those Victorians, but somewhere further away. They weren't even scouts, just a band of poor traitors already trampled over by some army or other. He wanted to save them, but in the end he could only save one boy, a Victorian child. He didn't know what to do. Beat out of despair of vanity, he decided to cut their heads off and tell his people they were scouts. That way he'd become a hero, the most prestigious person in town. He thought he could use that status for good. Raising the boy would become an act of mercy by the benevolent hero. You lied to us? Even this poor liar knew that he was still a blacksmith and thought he should learn his trade after the war. But you lot, what about you? You're not Colin, you're a fake pretending to be him. Ugh. Yeah, you're not Colin. He's our hero, the man of steel who even a whole Victorian squad couldn't handle. Who the bloody hell are you? Ha! After dragging the statue all the way here from my workshop. How much longer do you expect me to live? Fresh blood gushes from Colin's mouth, and knows as if he had just uttered his last words. He bears an almost kind and expectant gaze as he looks at his compatriots surrounding him, hoping their faces will wear an expression other than hate. Yeah, I'm with Colin on this one. I hate every single person in this goddamn town. Except our main heroes, obviously. But he feels as if his eyes meet only a sea of purple flames. The faces behind the fire are difficult to discern, as if they are the restless dead he met in those ruins outside long, long ago. He looks into the distance. In a corner of the edge of the sky he sees a tiny figure. He did not have time to look for Fio's corpse, but now it stares at him blankly, purple flames clearly visible around it. Fio, you too? Ugh. This was all for naught. Colin stumbles to his feet and picks up his hammer to swing. The crowd stares at him with dread, fearing that the hammer will fall on their heads, but they do not back down. Colin uses last of his strength, and with the utmost ferocity he strikes the dragon's head, as if sounding a death knell. The hero's body collapses before the giant dragon, stunning the crowd as if they've lost something. Loxini's voice finally spreads as her voice burns like a sunset set aflame, but she fails to attract any attention. Oh, fuck. At that very moment, the statue suddenly bursts into purple flames along with Colin lying quietly before it, sending the crowd reflectively into retreat. Within the fight, Colin begins to pick himself up, while the giant statue extends its wings as if to fly away. When Colin gets fully to his feet, the dragon statue flaps its huge wings, lifts off, and lands on the empty pedestal in the center of the square, prepared just for it. What? The crowd watches in complete silence, though whether out of shock or reverence is unclear. From the citadel come the faintly discernible sounds of footsteps, slow and late. Truly ashamed that I missed the only hero left in this city. Well then, people on Azarisi, your hero has sacrificed his life for this statue. Him too! I hate this fucking village so much. I hate every single fucking person in this goddamn town. Well, that's 2 stages in a row that I hate. Absolutely despise, so. I'm not having a good time. No, I'm not. Nightfall approaches, so if you still follow the Red Dragon's will, then you will obey curfew and head home. Oh, we're back here. Colin uses the last of his strength, and with the utmost ferocity he strikes the dragon's head, as if sounding a death knell. You're quite the fan of Colin, I see. A tragic ending, yet your embellishments made it beautiful. You flatter me. I only ever met the blacksmith a few times. He was the first victim of the city's chaos, if you don't count Theo. Actually, I'm rather curious about something. The Dubliners who walked into the darkness, did they also bear the purple flames you mentioned? I'm sorry, but I couldn't say. Based on your story so far, I do not believe they would have. Corruption, smuggling, abuse of authority. They had many plans for the future. Yeah. The Dubliners can also go fuck themselves. If you thought about it that much, you could probably come up with your own ending by now. But that was not the only incident to occur in the city. You said so yourself. He was but the first victim. Though if you insist on ending this here. The Red Dragon was certain those infected by the flames of death could not be saved. And so she declared to her people that the land would become Death's domain and they would become her followers, accompanying her on a journey towards death. The corpse-like masses no longer had the strength to either consent or refuse. That night, flames rose high into the sky, illuminating the fields, and since then, no one has ever seen the Red Dragon or her followers again. Ugh. What is it? Nothing. You can go now. There's obviously something. Since then, no one has ever seen the Red Dragon. Really? The other glances towards the tavern wall, covered in newspapers no one has touched. Today's paper is there too. There's a photo of the leader gracing the headlines. It declares she is currently in the oak grove for some ceremony or other. Also accompany her on a journey towards death. When did that happen? Stories are free to go where they please. Free, sure, but that doesn't mean we get to twist the tale beyond recognition and laugh it off. Why ever not? Because you and I were Terrans. Our stories will reflect us no matter how distorted they become. Oh, you still regard yourself as a Terran? I've been a Terran since the first time I read it. A line penned by Seamus Williams. Huh. Where else would I have abandoned the warm armchairs of Cheshire County's literature salon and run all the way to Terra to become a... You still regard yourself as a Terran? An extremely ominous thought flashes through the writer's mind, but he immediately rejects it. He looks at the newspapers again. The papers report only facts, even if they are edited. I'll just go ahead and ask, who sent you? I'm here under no one's orders. As you put it, I'm simply an interested reader who wishes to help you piece together the truth. Can you prove it? Now there's a conundrum. It'd be simple enough to prove someone did send me, but the opposite. How do I prove someone's non-existence? Okay, that's the first time I've laughed in a long time since the third episode, I guess. Yeah. Episode 4, yeah, 3, yeah. 2 episodes ago, so good. I needed a good laugh, thank you. Whoever you are. The author takes another gulp of beer, despondently gripping his head. He knows it is too late to run, but he can still turn things around. He just has to be clear about it. I mulled it over, and you're right, it's just a story. I suppose I was a tad nervous. Apologies. You do have quite a few unfinished tales as well. Perhaps we can join them together and find an ending true to both Nazarisi as it was, and the terror in your heart. So if you're ready, then for the next story, how about we talk about the dance in the mirror? The dance in the mirror? What? No, this was not a matter of cleverness. As long as he is prudent and lets the shadow of the story cast by firelight rise and warp, he will definitely be fine. Damn, okay. That old dance, okay. A dance in the mirror, okay. EA 4. Oh! No, not you! I'm not fucking making a voice for her. In those weird woods, sometimes you find an empty shell left by certain kinds of fae. Yeah, always comes in pairs too. The other empty shell is over here. Okay, when an operator is deployed on one, his string will copy the range, but facing the opposite direction. The copies attacks also deal burn damage. Be sure to use them when you find them. Oh, when an operator is deployed on an empty shell. Oh! Interesting. Oh. There we go. Damn. Yeah, give me Teresa, please. Can I really not? Oh, damn, I really want to put her in there. Oh, what the hell? Oh, shit. Yeah, we need healing. Please, 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 please! Sorry, thank you. Sorry to the goddamn rescue, that was so close. Well, that's annoying. I guess it would be here, yeah? Oh. Well, that's annoying. I can't even... Goddamn. Well, I guess I have no way to use Ifrit now. That's annoying. See, I can't put her here. Guess we can't heal her, so. Can she reach? Oh no, she can't. Okay. Well, maybe she won't get hurt over there. I don't know. We'll see. There we go. I forgot to use Teresa last time. Let's use her now. No, not you. There we go. Boom. True damage. Have fun with that, idiot. I mean, I guess we can put her here, right? Oh. Okay. Well, that was easy. That was more annoying than anything. Taking up all my deployment spots.
Once there was a red dragon of pride who snubbed all companions, talking only to herself in the mirror from time to time. Once at Samhain, she was to host a grand banquet, and her mirrored self was to help. But the two could not appear together before the guests, or the reflection would perish. The reflection had no choice but to obey the dragon's will. She went and fetched the wakeman for the banquet. The wakeman rejected their invitation and told the reflection to desert. Still, the reflection returned to the lair on her own, only to find the banquet had already begun. The reflection hurried to hide in darkness beyond the bonfire. As the banquet went on, the guests somehow began to vanish, one by one. And the red dragon found and dragged her mirrored self out of the darkness, forcing the reflection to dance with her. The two kept dancing, so relentlessly that the reflection could not feel her toes. She asked for a little rest, but the red dragon was never satisfied.
Oh my god! Once again, amazing voice acting. I even got a lovely comment from the guy who does the voice of the narration, Phillipe, I believe his name is. If you're still watching this, bro, love your voice still. Amazing voice acting. I love it. I really want to hear more. Please voice more events, Phillipe, please. That was so good. Love your voice. Amazing. I want it. Give me your voice. Okay, stop. Anyway, that's okay. Let's turn that down again. I can't help but just I just wanna, you know, I don't want to talk during it, so we can all enjoy it together. Okay, anyway. Here, Lakshini. The book you wanted, the sequel to the Steam Knights adventures. Also, the mirror, the dancing mirror stuff that the writer talked about, that was about Reed and Blana, I see. Okay, it all makes sense now. The reflection and all that, because there's two of them and there can only be one ruler and all that stuff. Good. I don't like the event because of all the death stuff that's happening. I'm not a that angers me a lot. But the lore itself, so good. Mwah, amazing. Anyway, let's see where this goes. Why, you ask? Do I need a reason to do something for my beloved sister? Oh, we're back in the past. But do you really read it? Really need to read it? Do you really need to read a book you have no interest in at all, but feel pressured by others our age to read? Oh, child read. Oh, so cute. Oh my god. Okay, stop. The amount of talking I want to do right now. Anyway, I do want to read it. Didn't you tell Father you didn't want anyone asking you why Victorian wouldn't enjoy stories about the Steam Knights? Look at little Blana. Still smug. So cute. And bratty, I guess. This book, did Dad ask you to buy it for me? Why do you ask? Because how did you know? You're backing away from me, Lakshini. I don't want you to be scared of me like everyone else. No, if me knowing what you told Father is so scary, how about we dance together to calm you down, A dance, really? Why not? With those words, Iblana gracefully extends a hand towards her sister. But in Lakshini's memories, even when her parents put on their favorite music, even when father shook his head to the melody, even when mother tapped her fingers to the beat, her sister would only sit perfectly still while bearing an icy smile. She had never moved her body to any tune, not even once. That's super creepy. Okay. Once you can keep up with me, you'll no longer have to worry about any book, request, or even friends our age. Oh no, Reed is crying. My heart can't take it. The unopened night novel falls to the ground, and the pleasant new book smell is now drowned by muddy water. She was still young then. She never imagined that achieving her desires could feel so heavy and bitter. She only remembers stumbling, turning away, ignoring what was reaching out to her. A soft and cold hand. Ew, yikes. Oh, we're back in the present, okay. Look, Shinny. The crowd is gone. You need no longer hide your identity. Do you still think of them as alive even now? I only know what every Terran's heart burns with a similar flame, and that ever since our ancestors first bent the knee to the Victorians, that flame has never gone out. That goes for all the townsfolk as well as those who followed me back here. They all have the same fire, except that theirs has never been tainted by the shade of death. What a wonderful analogy, Lakshini. Then let me ask you again, what will you do? Dye those flames in your own hue? I imagine you must have tried already. No matter who they are, once tainted by death, your flames can only render them into ash. So I have a proposal, Lakshini. Kill me. And everyone in the city as well. If it bothers you how this will be recorded in history, then you can just say that I killed them and that you merely laid them to rest. Damn, why is Iblana so fixated on dying, bro? I don't understand. Why must all the war criminals be so hot, bro? God damn. Anyway. The people on Asarisi are still alive. Even if what animates their bodies is not life, but death. If they were truly devoid of even the faintest spark of life, they would have long since become one of those hollow shambling corpses you have wandering about. Oh, they will, eventually. No, they won't. I'd rather see the purple flames in them as a plague, one instigated by you. And you plan to find a cure for it? That's right. I want to cure you of it as well, Blana. How wonderful. Wonderful? Yes, that's absolutely wonderful. Did you not notice? You aren't trying to run from me anymore. You're trying to cure me of all things. Okay, that's Colin in the background. Alright, bro. Oh, okay, alright. This is, okay. Yeah, okay. Come dance with me, Lakshini. The same dance I've always invited you to, the one you always ran from. What did you say? I asked you to dance with me. But before the final bar, be sure to pierce my heart with your spear. This plague is lethal, and there is no cure. I do not question your resolve, but your efforts will be in vain. You've run from your fate long enough, from Nazarisi's fate, and ours too. It is not yet Samhain, but the boundary between life and death is more ambiguous than it has been in all of Terran history. Do you truly wish for Terra to become a kingdom of death? Lakshini subconsciously turns her head away. The fierce purple flames still rage in the skeleton the hero dragged all the way here. Colin, now taken over by purple flames, briefly stands up before sinking back down to kneel. She cannot bear another look at him, so she turns her gaze back to her sister's eyes and the hand she's been offered for so many years. It is unclear if it's her imagination or a side effect of the purple flames, depriving everything in touch of vitality, but the hand before her seems so pale and bloodless compared to the one in her memories. We speak of a city and the countless people, Iblana. You cannot sum this up as a matter as simple as fate. Are you finished? I believe we spent enough time talking past each other. Iblana! Oh, but feel free to continue. If you so desire, I shall wait here for as long as you need me to. But do not try to take too long. You can afford to wait, yet that may not be true for others. You're right. You can afford to wait, but that may not be true for others. Alright, I'll dance your dance, until one of us falls and can dance no more. But I will not follow your lead, absolutely not. As you please. Though you seem to have misunderstood something, my dear Lakshini. The one who cannot afford to wait is standing before you now. Oh shit. Cannot afford to wait. Lakshini scrutinizes her sister's face as she suddenly realizes something entirely unrelated to their conversation. The offered hand is indeed pale, and it is not just her imagination. Purple flames seem to weave together into an omnipresent cloak, giving Iblana her beautiful yet terrifying appearance. Yet they also fail to conceal the malady which seems to consume her beneath her pale white skin. She shouldn't be like this. She was never like this before. Iblana, are you? Are you alright, sister? A smile spreads across Iblana's face. The same old ice-cold smile as always found there. This time it seems to bear some warmth, but this only highlights her conspicuous paleness. I appreciate your concern, really I do. After all these apathetic partings and painful reunions, to only now hear you asking if I'm well, it has truly been so long. Incidentally, I really do want a dance with you. I will, once I find a way to heal you. Very well, then I shall await you here. The banner strives towards the citadel, her footsteps so faint they seem almost frail. Oh my goodness, dude, okay. Oh, Brigid. Pew! Who? Red Dragon Nemos? There was no one at the gates when I got back. I thought something must have happened. What's going on in the square? Oh, Reed. Oh no, Reed. Come on. Red Dragon, what's that? Lakshini is holding a small box in her arms. The dim night lights seem to make it harder than usual to see. I couldn't save Colin. Oh, Reed, no. Don't blame yourself. No, it's not your fault. He tried to save the town and he sacrificed himself for that stupid-ass dragon statue in the background. This was the only way for him to rest in peace, so he'd no longer have to suffer from the flames in the square. The nomad is silent for a long time until she finds a stone on the ground. She hurls all her strength towards the citadel, but the darkness of the night swallows it up, and it fails to even make a sound. It's already past curfew. Nemos, Brigid, let's just... No. Nemos reaches out to the wooden box as if trying to brush non-existent dust off the lid. She suddenly recalls being rejected by her own people a few days ago, and the superfluous words she'd heard then. The Wastemen do not stand with the living, nor do we require their reverence. Until, of course, they are dead. That is the tradition Dublin should be honoring. Still, I'm grateful you were at least willing to give me this whistle. I'll be going now. Wait, Nemos, you know well that Samhain approaches and the Wastemen would be lacking sacred instruments, yet you still came. Did the Dubliners force you to? No, I came here of my own... Nemos, you haven't changed one bit. You wait, meditate, and reconcile. Are you also like this in Nazaresi? Do you also serve the Red Dragon like this? I just don't want to see a situation that could be improved deteriorate any further. Or people who could have cooperated, fighting each other. If conflict is inevitable, you will only sink deeper into the mire. The city has tainted you with its darkness, Nemos. If Nemos also fucking dies, bro, I'm gonna fucking riot. I'm saying that right now. I need her in this goddamn event. So, the leader, the Red Dragon, Iblana will never give Nazaresi true life. Is that right, Lakshini? She said she couldn't. She actually doesn't like to lie, unless there are other circumstances. She's the leader of Terror, the one and only Red Dragon. What could possibly be tying her hands? What's wrong, Nemos? You seem different. I get it. I finally get it, Your Highness Lakshini. It seems that fire can in fact infect the living. Nemos? The people I once depended on turned out to be a swarm of selfless parasites. The leader I once believed in turned out to be an evil dragon who doesn't care if anyone else lives or dies. The people I once put my life on the line to protect became the reason my closest friend died. Oh shit. I can't even imagine what they would have done to him if that wicked dragon hadn't lit him up with her flames. Connor was wise to ask what we would do once Samhain is over. What should I do? Other than revenge, there's nothing left for me either. What? What? No. As he utters those words, Lakshini sees a flame ignite within the final Lazarisi left untainted by the purple fire. No fucking way, dude. What did I just say? I'm fucking done, dude. Your Highness, will you regard me as the same as the rest of the residents? A servant of Iplana? No, this deadly disease, it has ultimately infected even the last person in the city. If so, Your Highness, then I swear to you that I will aid you in this dance that's been forced on you, until the very end. Until the wicked dragon falls. I have heard your vow. Now I must leave the city for a while. Come with me, Nemos. To the Wakesman? I have no hope of curing the flame here, so I thought we should seek aid from anyone who might be able to help. No, I can't go with you. I have no right to be there anymore. I'll stay in the city as long as the red dragon doesn't realize what's going on and tear me apart. I'll try my best to keep the situation from deteriorating. Though I appreciate it if you could return this whistle for me. And Colin too, please give him a proper funeral. A proper funeral requires elegies from friends and family, so I'll write one. Could you read it for me there? Alright. Dude, this whole fucking event is just sadness. Turned up to 11. Probably 12. Here, it's done. I'll go with Reed. The dark woods aren't letting anyone in or out, but it should be smoother with us two. No, Brigid, you should stay too. I need your help. Reed? I'll be fine by myself. That works, but Nemos, you're so different now. I guess this is what vengeance does to a person. Damn it, bro. Oh, hello. That's for metal. Okay. Dude, this event sucks. Okay. Let me. Oh yeah, we get Brigid here. Yes. Through generations. Oh, that's her mark. Oh, she's a messenger. Okay. Brigid. Sorry. That's me. I'm the doctor. Oh, her voice is so cute. Ah! Stop. No fangirling over the cute peril. Okay. Shit. Here. Okay. That's. Oh, there's only 8. Oh, we're halfway. Okay. All right. Cool. This. Oh my god, dude, this event. Okay, so we're halfway done. I'm not having a good time, comrades. I am not. Anyway, if you liked the episode here, please do leave a like. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed the content, please do subscribe, comrades. That would be very much appreciated. And I will see you in the next video. I can't wait to hear what you think about this one. And also, Phillipe, if you're on this video as well, shout out to you, man. Great fucking voice acting, dude. Love it. 10 out of 10. Would listen to again. Anyway, I'll see you very soon, comrades, in the next video. До свидания.